All right, Taurus, let's get into a reading. I'm going to see whose mind you're on. So I am going to do my oracle cards today. You can find them down below on Etsy or eBay, okay? I think my Amazon shop is not up and running right now. But yeah, you can find them down below. They're pinned in the comment section if you ever want to check them out. This is 2 decks together, so you're going to notice this deck is really, really, really big. That's because these are 2 decks together, version 1 and version 2. I'm also going to kind of get an overall for your dynamics specifically. So Taurus, what is going on and whose mind are you on? Whose mind are you on? Whose mind are you on, Taurus? Who is thinking about you? Somebody could have a kid in preschool, because there was a song that my daughter learned in preschool and it says days of the week, and I'm hearing that song. Somebody could also be a big Wednesday fan or like Addams Family fan. Okay. Who is thinking of you? Who is thinking of you, Taurus? Okay. There is someone in your energy that you learned a lesson with, okay? This person had major red flags. Major red flags. I see an opportunity here coming up of a conversation unfolding where you guys can be completely honest with one another. So, you know, this could be anyone. This could be a friend. This could be a family member. This could be a lover. But this is someone that you feel like taught you a huge lesson in your life. And there's going to be an opportunity here coming up for you guys to maybe discuss this and for you to be completely open with this person on how that maybe made you feel. So this could be a parent doing something. You know, maybe there was red flags. Maybe you knew, oh, my mom and my daddy's about to do this, and that's going to be really shady if they do. This could be taking your car after they give you a car. Yeah, you're a young adult. It's in their name. You thought you could trust them. You can't. This could be a lover acting in a way. There was red flags. There was warning signs that something wasn't what you thought it was, but I still feel like you believed in them and you hoped you were wrong. And then it blew up in your face, if I'm going to be honest with you. And that was the lesson here. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. But there is going to be an opportunity here coming up where you two are going to have a conversation and you're going to be able to be transparent and let them know, listen, do you know how disappointing it is to know that I can't trust my own family members in this world? You would think you can, but apparently I can't. Do you know how disappointing it is to know that I have a lover that I have to fight against when I'm fighting against the rest of the world? I don't even feel safe here. There's going to be an opportunity for you to be completely transparent. Yeah. This is someone you're in no contact with. This is a separation period where you're in separation with someone and this person's going to attempt to fix the dynamic. So this could be a parent that you're mad at, a friend that you're mad at, a lover that you're mad at. This is someone where the separation, the argument, the distance has been very crushing for them. They've been crying a lot. They've been extremely depressed. But this person is showing you red flags. So here's the thing. If this person's not loving you correctly, or if you don't feel safe with this person, that doesn't mean that you need to cut this person completely out. But you do need to set a boundary to where you feel like, okay, I can't trust you completely. Then that means what? You don't get to know all the information that I share with people that I can trust. You're going to be maybe at an arm's length instead of at a chest distance. I don't want you so close where you can lay on my chest and hug me. I want you at arm's length. I only want to see you on holidays or once every 6 months. Set your boundary. Your boundary doesn't always have to be so rigid where you're like, oh my God, I can't stand you and you can never be in my life. Because that can sometimes be a little drastic, okay? Yeah, this person wants to make up. Now, I will say this person could want to make up because they like how they feel when they're around you. And that could be a red flag to me. Sometimes people don't want to nurture the relationships with us. They don't want to do the work, but they like the way that we make them feel. So this would look like, you know, if this is a lover who's like, oh my God, you make me feel like the man on top of the world, the best woman in the world. But then she doesn't nurture the relationship with you in the way where you feel that nurtured. Well, the reason that this woman wants to nurture this relationship or fix it is because she loves the way that you make her feel. But then when you guys kind of get comfortable around one another and you fall back into your daily pattern or routine, she then starts taking you for granted. That's kind of what I'm saying. Now, this could be a friend. This could be a friend that showed you red flags. And maybe right now you guys are having a step back. You're having a separation moment. You're taking a little bit of distance. And I see a conversation that's going to unfold where there's going to be a lot of vulnerability, but I also see that you need to recognize that this might not be the kind of friend that can treat you the way that you need to be treated. This might be the kind of friend that when you guys are, not on talking terms or not connected at the hip, it really discourages them and it makes them really sad. However, they might not necessarily want to put in all the effort and the work that it's going to take to fix it. They just want to be back to that feeling again. And that could be the red flag here. They love the way that you make them feel, but sometimes we don't take into consideration that, yes, someone can make you feel like the best man in the world, the best woman in the world, their best friend, like, oh my God, I can't find a better friend. But those beautiful, hot moments also come with really low, sad moments. That could look like working through the connection. That could look like having an argument and not agreeing, but you guys pivoting and changing your behavior and how you're showing up. This person is the kind of person where they want to make up because they don't want to lose you, but I feel like they don't have they're not able to treat you the way you need to be treated. They just like the way that they feel when they're around you. So, maybe when they're not around you, they feel really depressed and low they feel really depressed and kind of low. When they come around you, all of a sudden they feel like, oh, I can do anything. I can accomplish anything. That was your power, okay? That was you. And it's okay for you to be that person for others, whether it is a lover, a friend, a family member. But that is also a taker mentality. And Taurus, I'm going to be honest with you. Some of you got takers around you and you need to set a boundary because takers have no boundaries, baby. They going to take, they going to take, they going to take. And this person comes and they take from you because they love the way that you view them, how they feel when they're around you, how they feel when they leave your presence. So this could be the kind of person where they come in to recharge. I need to feel good about myself. Let me go hang out with so-and-so. I need to feel good about myself. Let me go call my boyfriend, my girlfriend. We'll go out, have a good night, and then I can ignore him for a little bit. And it's like this person truly isn't grasping what it's going to take to fix this. What do you need to know? And that could be the lesson here. Not everybody's going to want to work on a relationship the way you do. Not everybody's going to want a relationship to be healthy in the way that you do. You might say, okay, I know that you love the way that we feel around one another, but let's be honest, let's be real. We need to have certain conversations, and this is going to be hard. This is going to be raw. This could be the same person that's like, no, I know. But can't we just be with each other right now? Do we really have to talk about it? That's what I'm saying. This person's going to tell you that they've never felt so connected to someone the way that they do you. Now be careful because it's giving me a little bit of a love bombing energy. I'm not going to lie to you, okay? Yeah, 7 of Pentacles, wanting long-term investment, wanting success, wanting victory, wanting to be truthful, wanting to be honest, but you are wounded here. And I see that. This person's either triggered something inside of you. So the best example I could give is, let's say that this is a lover that makes you feel like your needs or what you want in a relationship they can't do, but baby, you hit everything that they need. So the only person really being fulfilled in this friendship, this relationship, this family dynamic is them. You're being wounded. Why? Because the only person being fulfilled, the only person getting their needs met is that other person. You aren't. So although they're thinking, oh my God, I want to heal this. I want to have a new beginning. I think, we could have a breakthrough here. We could fix this. You still walk away thinking, did we fix it though? Because you feel like we're great. I still feel like you don't hear me. I still feel like you didn't hear anything I said, that you still don't see my side. That you only want to hang out or come around me because you like the way I make you feel. You like having me on your arm when you go to all your work meetings. Yep, see, I'm a married, successful man. But behind closed doors, you ain't treating me that way. And I'm over it. That's what I'm saying. So some of you are fed up. And what you don't realize is that you could be getting kind of fed up and you could be feeling very used and depleted, but there is someone attached to your energy that's like, I can't lose you, almost in a panic. So be careful of that. Be careful of allowing someone to take out their childhood trauma on you. If you need to walk away, if you need to take some distance, do what's best for you. It's not your place to heal other people's wounds. It's okay for you to have compassion. It's okay for you to have love. It's okay for you to have empathy. It's okay for you to be soft with someone because of their wounds. It's not okay for you to deliberately go without what you need so they can always be satisfied. That's the problem here. I see that you need to focus on movement forward in your own life. So it could be time for you to maybe take a step back from this person and see if this is actually fair for you. See if this is really your future. Okay, let me ask this. What do you need to know about this person where you're on their mind? What do you need to know? You need to know that this person's hopeful that this is going to balance out and that everything's going to be fine. Fine, will it? The Tower. This person is hopeful. This person has faith that this could be balanced out and healed. What they're not recognizing is that the foundation that was once so secure and stable was not actually secure and stable, and it's completely crumbled. So again, sometimes when we're in dynamics with people, they don't see that we're unhappy. Have you ever had a friend or a lover where you tell them time and time and time again, listen, I'm unhappy, we need to make changes. I'm unhappy, we need to make changes. And then they just kind of dismiss you or act like they don't hear you. And then whenever you dip out, they're all of a sudden shocked and they want to act like they were blindsided. I can't believe they quit being my friend. I can't believe he or she broke up with me. And it's like, okay, wait a minute now. Because I've told you multiple times, time and time and time again, that this ain't working for me. This is the same person. This is someone that you've decided this is not working. You guys have had a fight, an argument, or there is something where it's like, we need to figure out if we're going to keep doing this long term, because the way this has been going is no longer. This person's not recognizing that the foundation has completely transformed, and what life used to be, life will never be again. So again, this could be the person that you're dating where you have recognized that he or she only likes to be with you because they like how they look at work in front of other people. They like that they're getting promotions because they're a stable married man, stable married woman. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired. You're tired of not having your needs met. You're tired of being vulnerable and nothing changing. And you feel like this person has taught you a lesson around quit expecting others to consider you and you consider yourself. If you can't make changes for yourself, why are you expecting others to make changes for you? That isn't going to happen. So some of you, you're taking your power back and you're saying enough's enough. And this person's hoping you're going to come back home. You're going to move back in. We're going to be besties like we used to. We're going to go to the club. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. It's going to be fine. Yeah, we had an argument, but it's fine. We're still going to travel together. The Tower energy, though, is an energy of we can't go back to the way things used to be because now I see this through different eyes. Some of you are starting to recognize you don't like me. You don't like the connection with me. You like the way I make you feel. You like the way I view you. You like how I see you as strong and amazing, but you don't nurture me the same way. This is not balanced. This needs to change. Which then means if this was a lover where you would constantly make time for them and you would go to the functions and be that person where it's like, yeah, she's got a nice man, got a nice woman. You're not doing that anymore. You're saying, no, you can go to those by yourself. What do you mean? I need you by my arm. It's promotion time. I don't care. I don't care. You don't nurture me behind closed doors. You ain't going to show me off out there. Sure ain't happening. Boom. That's a change that this person didn't see coming. They were hopeful. Okay, it's going to be like it always is. But yep, nope. We had a fight. We had an argument. Nothing's going to change. We're just going to keep back to where we were, right? No, it isn't, because this is done. This has changed. This has evolved. So whoever this is not recognizing that this is completely evolved. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to push this person out of your life, because I don't feel that. But I definitely feel like you're going to put a boundary. And this could be that friend that, again, something took place. A separation happened. This person's hopeful. I'm hopeful that we're going to be able to go back to putting in the effort and being dedicated. I'm hopeful that we can meet once a week and go hang out and do what we were doing before. You might recognize, though, you don't want to nurture the friendship with me. You like the status you get by being my friend. So this could be, you know, someone that you feel like wouldn't have a good life without you. I don't know. There's something here along the lines of you come to me to get your emotions and what you need, and then you deplete me and you walk away. And you expect that cycle to continue. That cycle isn't continuing. So you could start not going and seeing this friend once a week. You might go down to once a month, and then the dynamic's going to be very different. Where you guys used to go do everything together, you're not doing that anymore. This could also be a business partnership that is completely crumbling and you guys are not going to be in business anymore. You could be recognizing that this person was using you for the feeling, the success. They like to feel successful, so they could have been taking advantage of your hard work. If this is a business owner, maybe this was like a mutual business where you felt like you were doing all the work and they were just reaping the fruit of the success. So you could be crumbling the foundation, and you could have had conversations with this person over and over and over again, but it's like they didn't want to see it. So I definitely see major changes happening here, and I see a new beginning taking place, a new beginning all the way around, okay? Yeah, because you're juggling if this is long term. I just heard I can't keep going in this direction, okay? So why are you on their mind? Nine of Swords, because they're anxious, they're stressed, they're worried, they're overwhelmed. Again, I'm not used to this. I'm used to when we fight, we just go back to however we were. When you would get mad at me and say, I'm so tired of you taking me to your functions and showing me off, and then when we get home, you ignore me for days. This person's now anxious, stressed, and worried because they know something's different. They know something's different. You're focusing on other things, and this person is not one. And that could be the message of truth or message of bad news. Hey, message of truth, message of bad news. They could want to give you some sort of truth around the fact that they're stressed out. But I see this being the justice. So Spirit's telling me this is exactly what's supposed to happen. This could be someone who isn't necessarily nurturing relationships, and they need to evaluate how they're nurturing relationships. This could be someone who has the tendency to take. So Taurus, you could be dealing with a taker, whether it's a family member, a friend, or a lover, someone that you know has the tendency to want to take from others. You know, they could expect you to show up for them. They don't show up for you. They could expect for you to show up whenever you guys have plans. They don't do the same. I think you've definitely realized that it isn't that this person loves the relationship and the work that it takes for the relationship, that they love the way it makes them feel. Okay, I'm having a bad day. I'm going to go hang out with my best friend. They're going to make me feel good. Okay, but what about when your best friend needs you to show up, needs you to be a person of your word, needs you to be someone consistent in their life? If you're not doing that, don't be shocked when they drop you like a hot rock. That's what I'm saying. So some of you are reevaluating a relationship that's around you, and it's got this person stressed out because they don't want this to change. They don't. And that's the reason you're on their mind, because they know that something's changing. They know something's different. And it's putting them in quite a panic. But that's the thing, though. This has been imbalanced. So that's what I'm saying. It's like you were treating this person in a way that they weren't willing to treat you. And enough is enough. This person taught you that lesson. Your intuition was telling you that you needed to go slow, because when it come to integrity, you guys didn't have the same integrity. So you guys might not value the same things. And sadly, the way this person has treated you has showed you that. This is really sad. All right, leaving it here. Bye, guys.